Hello everybody, welcome back to Equestrianemmy, and in this week's video I'm going to be doing an SEQ Regional show vlog. I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. And we are on the way to SEQ Regionals. And we have just arrived. Now that we've got Queenie off the float, I'm just giving her a little bit of grass as it was quite a long journey. Now I'm taking her around for a walk whilst we try and figure out which one is our stable. We went down on the Friday, so not many people were there yet. Now we are setting up our float, so at the moment we are putting the awning out. And Queenie's all settled in her stable. And she's just eating her hay. And we're mixing up Queenie's dinner. And she's having a little ear itch. We took her rug off as it was quite hot. Now we put her rug back on and she's just eating her dinner. And now it's a bit later at night and we're just giving Queenie a little walk while Mum cleans out her stable. Now we put her wool rug on so she's not cold. Now it's the next morning and we're getting ready to ride. We're just giving her some hay. Now she's all tacked up, ready to ride. I'm wearing my custom Emmy saddlecloth. And we're walking over to go ride. Now this is us just having a little ride in the morning so that we don't need to ride as much when the shooting range is on. You guys won't be able to hear it, but it was quite loud and I'm very lucky Queenie did not get scared at any of it. And we're walking back over to the stables. Now we're going to untack Queenie. And we're just giving her a walk whilst we go and bath her. Now I'm going to wet her down. Now we're going to put some shampoo in the bucket and bath her. Probably added a bit too much there. Now I'm going to scrub her down with the sponge. Now that we've done that, we're going to use some black shampoo to make sure she's a bit darker, as we did clip her on the Monday. Surprisingly, she did look really good after being clipped. And as you can see, she's quite tired and doing her little ear flicks. Now we're just hosing her off. Now we're going to give her a little hot oil to make sure that her coat is nice and flat, as she did get clipped on the Monday. And just adding some hot oil. Now we're going to go and put some more water in it so it's not as hot. And Mum's just sweeping the sawdust away whilst I hot oil Queenie. And as you can see, she's just having her breakfast whilst we hot oil her. We scraped off the hot oil, but I don't think I filmed that. And as you can see, she's just eating her breakfast. Now we've put Queenie's owner rider champion rug on. And she's having a little bit of water. Or a lot of water. And even more water. Now Mum's just plaiting Queenie. Now we're doing her forelock, and she always sleeps whilst we do this, as you can see from her lip. And she did her twitchy ear thing again. Now it's a bit later and we're getting ready to go to do our competition. And we came back to give Queenie some hay, and as you can see, she is sleeping. So we had to wake her up so that she could have her hay. Now it's a bit later and we're going to go check on Queenie. She's still eating her hay. Now I'm cleaning my saddle, ready for us to go competing. Now we're plaiting Queenie's tail. And now we're doing her quarter marks on her bum. While she's eating her hay. Now Mum's just cleaning out her feet, and the reason why I'm not helping is because I'm all dressed ready for my class. And now we are just going to be putting makeup and whatnot on Queenie, ready for her class. I couldn't really touch her too much at this point, otherwise I would get filled with makeup. Now we're just hairspraying her quarter marks. And Queenie's quite tired. Now Mum's putting her leg makeup on. And she's quite tired, as you can probably tell. Very sleepy. And yes, she sort of fell asleep, and as you can see, her lip is quite floppy. Even more of Queenie's floppy lip from her being very tired. And now we are doing Queenie's eye makeup. And just some makeup in her ears to make sure you can't see any colour. And she's quite tired. Now we're just hairspraying her feet after they have been blacketed. And Queenie is still very tired. She hasn't woken up yet. Oh my gosh, look at that lip. Now we are putting Queenie's bridle on. It's time for her to wake up, I think. And we are walking over to our class. I'm not holding Queenie as I do not want to get makeup on myself. And we are ready to go in our class. For interschool you have 3 phases: a ridden, which is about the horse, a rider, which is about, of course, you, and a led. Now this was our first ridden workout, and Queenie was such a good girl, and I think it was our best workout yet. She was amazing, even considering all the shooting ranges behind us. We came out with the win in her ridden class. Now we have to do a sort of a gallop along the back, which I don't really like. And trotting back to the judge. Look at that big trot, Queenie. She was such a good girl in this class. The next class was my rider class, and here are a couple clips. I didn't include the whole video as it would have been quite long, but Queenie was an amazing girl in this class as well. We ended up coming second on a count back, which means in one of the phases the other girl got just, I think, a little bit more ahead of me, and regarding to a count back means we got the exact same score, but because she beat me in one section of it, she won. And our last phase was the lead, which you will see in a second. Queenie was such a good girl in this class and took out the win, even though, as you'll see in a second, she did poo. She put her ears forward the whole time. It was really cute. And as you can see here, she started to poo, which isn't a bad thing as it shows that she's nice and relaxed. And she's just relaxing after her big 3 classes. Now we're giving her a little bath. And giving her some hay. Now we're taking all our stuff back to the float. And now she's just eating her hay. And we took out overall champion. I was so proud of Queenie. We also got 4 bags of treats, which I think she will love. And as you'll see here, I'm giving Queenie some treats. I think she didn't know what they were at first, but once she realised they were treats, I think she was pretty intrigued. I think she likes them. And I'm just giving Queenie another treat since she was such a good girl. And now we're just putting Queenie's back on track thing on her back to make sure it's a bit relaxed from her big day of riding. Now we're going to go give her a little walk around so that she can stretch out her legs. And some grass. Now it's a bit later and we're going to go check on Queenie. I think she wants some more treats. And I gave in and gave her one. She wants even more treats, I think. And it's the next morning and we are getting ready for dressage. As you can see, I think Queenie had a good night's sleep because her face is filled with sawdust. We're just giving her a little bit of grass. And now we're going to take Queenie on a little walk. I think Queenie wants more treats. Now we are just finishing plaiting Queenie as one of her plaits came undone from yesterday. And here is a couple clips from us in our dressage test. Queenie was such a good girl, so relaxed, even though she was a little bit tired from the day before. In dressage, I like to lower my hands just so that Queenie can stretch and relax down a bit more. Overall, Queenie was such a good girl in this dressage test. And now we're just walking back with like no hands, no stirrups, over to the stables. Now that Queenie's done that dressage test, she's just got her back on track thing on her back again to relax her down, I think ready for the next test. And of course, I had to give Queenie another treat. Now it's time for Queenie's next dressage test, and we are just figuring out what we have to do for this one, so that once I get in the ring I know what to do. And I'm just zipping up my boots ready to go. I've already tacked Queenie up and we're just walking back over. We didn't film this one as it was a little hard as Mum was calling the test. But here is one clip that Mum did get. And Queenie is sleeping again. I think she's had a very tiring weekend. Her droopy lip. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And now we're just giving Queenie her dinner, and as you can see, I think she's quite hungry. Just taking photos of Queenie like always. Oh, so cute. And as you can see, she's saying she's hungry and her dinner is ready. And we have arrived home. I didn't get any more clips as it was quite busy. And we're just opening up the float. As you can see, Queenie's back there in that little bay. And we're just giving her some little grass now that she's home. Thanks everyone so much for watching this week's video, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but I'm pretty excited to be the Interschool Queensland SEQ Regional Intermediate Show Hunter Champion. Whoa, that's a mouthful to say. I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. Please like and subscribe, as it really does help me out, and I hope to see you in the next one.